The second question is from our sister, Lady Efia Collingwood. It says, please, can you throw more light on being anxious and being expectant? Okay, so I could have just gone ahead and just explain it to you, but I want to use verses to let you know what it means to be anxious and what it means to be expectant. So let's start with anxiety. Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 5. I'm going to show you something very powerful there. 1 Peter chapter 5. Are you there? Look at that. I think it would be good for me to start from the top. So I'm going to start from verse 5. Let me read from the King James Bible. It says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you, be subject unto one another, and be clothed with humility, for God resisteth the proud and giveth grace to the humble. Verse 6. Humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of God, that he may exhort you in due time. Humble yourself under the mighty hand of God, that he may exhort you in due time. Verse 5. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Now, when you read verse 7, look at it. It says, look at it, verse 7. I'm changing it to NIV. Look at it. It says, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares. Now, I'm going to show you the Greek. Then you will know what it means to be anxious. You understand? I'm going to show it to you in the Greek. I don't want to use my mouth to say it so that you see it yourself. You understand? Casting all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. So what does it mean, anxiety? What is anxiety? You understand? Okay, so this is from the King James. So the word is all your care. Casting all your care. So you can see it on the screen, all your care. I'm going to let you see the meaning. So when we say anxiety, are you seeing it? Okay, let me get it back. Look at it. It says, now this is the Greek English Bible that you see on your screen right now. So you see, casting your care all upon him, for he careth for you. You see it. So care. The Greek word is merimnan. You understand? From this one, it says it is through the idea of distraction. So the thing that is distracting you, or the thing that is worry, is from the word worry. You will see it there. I'm going to show you the other word. It is derived from this word. Yeah, so that's it. It is derived from the word merizo, which means from, or to part, or a portion, to bestow, or to share, or to disunite, or to differ. You understand? Yes. So basically, it is about worry. Anxiety is about worrying. And when you go to Philippians chapter 4, for example, let me show you Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. You are going to see something beautiful there. Look at Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. It says, rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is here. Then look at verse 6. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your request to God. So here, the word is given to us clearly. Do not be what? anxious about anything. So I'm going to the Greek by verse, the interlinear Bible, so that you will see what he means by anxious. I want to show the word to us so that we all will see it together. Then you understand what it means. So what does it mean? Be careful. For nothing be careful, but in everything. So this is it. It's the same word, merimnat. You understand? So it means to be anxious or to take thought. Have you seen it? Or care. So this is basically about worry. You understand? Thinking about something and worrying about it, and worrying about the thing such that you are not anticipating like a good outcome. So this is like worrying about a thing born out of fear. So if you check it in the Philippians 4, let's look at it again from the English. You see there, it says, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and petition with thanksgiving present your request to God. Now I'm going to give it to you in the Living Bible again. So look at it from the Living Bible, verse 6. Don't worry about anything. So you see the word anxious, merimnant, is translated worry about anything. So do not worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. So anxiety or anxiousness is about worrying about how things are going to turn out, how things are going to pan out, how things are going to end. Now, if you are worried about what is going to happen tomorrow, it means you are not hopeful. Because hope is the expectation of good. Are you with me? So listen to this. I'm going to make an explanation. If you are worried about what is going to happen tomorrow, that you are anxious, it means that you are not hopeful, because hope is the positive expectation of good, or the expectation of good, a good outcome. So when you have an expectation of a great outcome, that is hope. Now, if you don't have an expectation of a great outcome, you can't have faith, because faith is the substance of things hoped for. You understand? Faith is the confidence we have presently that the outcome we are expecting has happened or has manifested or will never fail. So faith begins with hoping or being aware that there is a being that is responsible for your life, that is going to make all things work together for your good. Do you get it? So if you are anxious, you are worrying because of fear. But when you are expectant, what you are doing is that you are hopeful, knowing that God is working for you. That is the difference. So they are all futuristic. They are all looking forward to a future, but one is looking to the future in fear. One is looking into the future with doubt. That is anxiety. That's anxiousness. Then the other one is looking into the future with hope. Do you understand? Knowing that somebody is responsible for them. You understand? That is where that verse comes in from Romans chapter 8. When you are expectant of a good outcome, one of your verses is that He makes all things work together for the good of them that love Him and those who are called according to His purpose. Romans 8:28. Let me put it on the screen for you. That is expectant of great outcome. So you say, though I am in the valley today, I will fear no evil, because He is with me. You see, that's what David said. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. That is expectant of a redemption. That's an expectation of a deliverance. So the person is in a bad situation right now, but they are not worrying. They are not fearing. They are not doubting. Because when you worry, when you fear, when you are doubting of the outcome, what you are doing is that you are being anxious. And when you are anxious, you can't receive anything from God. But when you are hopeful, knowing that the word of God, or you have a word of promise, that's being expectant. Do you understand? Yes. So in a generic term, expectation is just like when you're expectant, yes, you are expecting that something will happen. So whatever you're expecting to happen, that is expectant. But for the Christian, the expectation you should have is expectation that is birthed out of hope, that you have a God that works immanently and works for you, making all things work together for your good. You understand? So no matter what pertains, you will win at the end. You understand? That is expectation, birthed out of hope. You get it? And anxiety is expectation birthed out of worry, fear, and doubt. Now, it is a sin for a Christian. Listen to me. It is a sin for a Christian to worry. It is a sin for a Christian to be anxious. God doesn't need us to be anxious. He doesn't need us to worry. That's why in 1 Peter 5 verse 7 it says, cast all your cares upon him. If you have any worry, throw it to God. Dump it on God. That's what it means. Let me show it to you. 1 Peter 5 verse 7. It says, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. So if you have anything that worries you, anything that is a bother to you, just lift it and drop it to God and forget about it. And now be expectant that God is working for you. God is on your side. If God is for you, who can be against you? If God is on your side, nothing can go wrong. If God is on your side, you win at the end. You get it? So he doesn't want you to worry, doubt, or fear. You understand? So he said, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. So anxiety is your expectation of the future based on worry, doubt, and fear. That means you think that things could go wrong. God doesn't want you to do that. So he says in Philippians chapter 4 verse 6, look at verse 6, don't worry about anything. This is the word of God. This is the sovereign word of God. He doesn't want you to worry about anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you are going through. It doesn't matter what you are facing. God doesn't want you to worry about anything. You understand? So what you know in 1 Peter 5 7, he said, cast your care upon him. So don't worry about anything. Instead, what are you supposed to do? Pray about everything. That means praying is just casting it to God. Praying is laying it on God. Praying is giving it to God, handing it over to God. So anything that is supposed to be a source of anxiety to you, worry, doubt, fear, anything that you fear, anything that makes you doubt, anything that makes you feel vulnerable and make you worry, lift it and give it to God in prayer. Look at what he says. He said, tell God your needs. You understand? So let me show you what anxiety feels. One of the greatest way you can walk against God. And listen to the words carefully. One of the greatest things you can do against God as a child of God is to worry. One of the greatest things if you can hurt God, the things you can do to hurt God or to walk against God is to worry. You understand? It's just like the richest man with his son or daughter, and the richest man's daughter or son is crying for a PlayStation 5. Meanwhile, his company is the company that produces the PlayStation 5. And he's crying, Daddy, I want PlayStation 5. Won't you do it? I'm sad. I look like you will not get it for me. Meanwhile, his father is a billionaire through making PlayStations and other complex machines, but he doesn't even know. So he's crying and complaining and worrying. And the moment the father is entering the house, he's not smiling. He's sad. He's down. He's downcasted. And the father is saying, why are you sad? He said, because you have not shown any sign that you will give me my PlayStation. Every time that it looks like I'm going to get it, to fail. And the father is saying, did you tell me? That's what he's saying. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. That means give it to God. Tell God your needs, and don't forget to thank Him for His answers. Let me tell you something. So this is what the father wants the son to do. Say, "Oh, Daddy, I don't know what work you do, but I thank you that you just got me a PS5." Do you know what will happen? The moment he doesn't worry, but he's bold in his father, proud of his father, and thanks his father for getting the PS5. The next call the father is placing, they are bringing the best customized version with his name, picture, everything on it. Yes. But because he doesn't know who his father is, he may be probably crying, complaining, and worrying. You understand? So when you complain, it's a sign that you don't know God. When you complain, it's a sign that you don't really understand God. When you complain, it's a sign that you don't really you are not working in faith. You are anxious. That means you have a feeling or a sense of worry or doubt or fear in God, knowing that the future is uncertain. Lady Efia, please, do you get it? So that is anxiety against expectant. Expectant is birthed hope in God on His word. You understand? Anxiety, fear, worry, doubt, not knowing what is going to happen.